Good morning, welcome to my YouTube channel again. Thought I'll do something different today. As you might have noticed of late, I've been filming a lot of cooking videos. Today I thought I might go over my Pajero and some of the upgrades I've done to it since I purchased it a year ago. And there she is, that's my Pajero. Let's give you a quick look. Now it's a 2005 Mitsubishi Pajero NP. It's got the 3.2 litre diesel, 3.2 litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel, 5-speed automatic with manual override. So some of the additions I've added to the vehicle, obviously, as you know, I'm a keen Drifter fan. Drifter is a company in Australia, located at Gloucester, New South Wales, and they produce and make very good quality camping gear, including, as you can see on the wheel cover, camp kitchens, 4-drive drawer systems, and their Drifter off-road trailers. And of course they also import quality camp gear from Japan, mainly from two top companies over in Japan that manufactures their camping gear in actual Japan, and that's Uniflame, and the other one's Snow Peak. Now I thought I'd show you inside. So I've got the Drifter drawers, as you can see. So these Drifter drawers can be custom made to virtually suit any 4-wheel drive. Well, they can be custom made to suit any 4-wheel drive, virtually any vehicle, trucks, camper vans and so on, and they do a great job. One very good thing, they're made of marine ply and covered with marine carpet, so they're gonna last. And also technology that only Drifter, as far as I know, use is they don't have stainless steel, they don't have ball bearings running. So how these work is they run on Teflon. So there's 4 strips of Teflon under each drawer. So it's 2 on the bottom on either side, the bottom of the drawer, and two at the base of the drawer, and they slide on that, and they're very smooth. If anything, I would say that's actually smoother than most of the drawer runners that I've seen, including even the ones in the kitchen. You can see how free that is. Another unique feature with the Drifter drawers is their pull-out table. So these are great. 2 ways you can use it. You can completely pull it out. It's got legs underneath that fold. So I'll see if I can get underneath and show you that. So you can see the fold out legs. So they're all adjustable. Yeah, absolutely brilliant tables. Solid tables. You can see they've got the galvanised folding legs that fold in and fold out. It's got one clip on either side, so it virtually sets up in seconds. And they're adjustable, as you can see right there. So you can adjust the height, and quite a good range height. You can adjust them as high as a kitchen bench height. I tend to mainly use it as it is, as you see here. It's like a slide out table. It's pretty rare that I've actually ever used it as an actual table, and the reason being, I will show you the reason why shortly. So there it is. You can see it's got quite a large area. Good quality laminate on the top, easy to clean, waterproof of course. So brilliant, love this feature. The good thing about this is you don't have to carry an extra table, doesn't take up any room in the car. Also, if you got this all loaded with camp gear, you can just pull the table out, big bang. Now you also notice I've got one of these MSA drop down fridge slides with the 42, I think they're 42 litre, thereabouts, combo angle fridge. So it's dual zone, so I can run it as a fridge and freezer at the same time, or just as a fridge. I predominantly, probably 99% of the time, just run as a combo fridge freezer. So, and it's brilliant, love it. The MSA was in the other vehicle I owned before this, and I just removed it before I sold it and added in here. Now you see I've made my own. This is how I had it set up in the other vehicle, because initially I had problems with tents and bags and whatever, kept falling over and hitting on this, and I had to move everything, so I put this divider in so I won't have that problem. So basically I can load stuff right up to basically the height of that headrest. You can see there, you can see how high I can go there. I'll show you the fridge slide in action, but I can't do it. See if I can do this one-handed. I used to have a problem with the cables and the jaws, keep getting tangled up all the time. It was a constant battle. So I found this solution, and you can get these on eBay. Sorry, I forgot what you call them, but I'm sure if you do a search, you'll find them. And basically, as it works, you can see. Now, I'll just see if I can get this. I'm doing my best here. There we go, it's working. Now you can see hang on, see if I can get this. Just bear with me. So you can see there's no way that's going to tangle. So it's a great system, works great. It's been in the vehicle for a year, never had a problem. These are brilliant. These are the new Drifter Struts. You can see they've got the stainless steel carabiners. Once you lock them onto your roof rack or roof bars, they're not going to fall off like the traditional ones. These are heavy duty ratchets. Okay, and the straps are ex-Australian Army straps. Braking strength is quoted at 200 kilograms, but talking to Luke, reality, it's he's just put that there as a precaution. I believe the braking strength is almost double that. So I also like using these Canoe Locks because I've got an Oz tent, and I place the Oz tent obviously on top of the roof bars, and I lock it down with this just to stop opportunist thieves. In here got a few spares for the cars, the lights, also an ARB compressor, as that's what's in that box there. So this is my ARB twin compressor. So I bought it in the form it's in the port, so it's ready to go. Basically connect this to the battery, connect the ARB hose, and away you go. It's got the built-in air tank. This is brilliant. I actually can pump my tyres up in a minute and a half the most, from about 18 up to full pressure, which is around 40 psi, depending on how much weight's on the back. Also, because it's so powerful, this thing here, got this air adapter, and I use this to clean the car. Just blows all the dust out. The air cleaners inside the vehicle, keeps it nice and clean. So it works great. Eventually I'm going to permanently mount this in the vehicle, because this is taking up too much valuable room in the vehicle and it's quite heavy. So I got idea, I wasn't sure how to do this, and I went to the local ARB store and he suggested to make a full frame around here, go around here, okay, and then bolt it onto this side here, because this is virtually space here that doesn't get used. So bolt it all on there, and I wouldn't mind getting a plug, the outlet. So what you see here, what I mean, the outlet. Okay, don't know if you see that one there. Plug your hose in. I like to get one fitted externally outside the vehicle, possibly there. It's probably going to be the best spot. Also, I own one of these Interflates. Now I have got videos on this. Basically it's a device where you can pump up 2 tyres at the same time, or deflate 2 tyres at the same time. I have got a short video on this, but I'm going to do a proper review of that. I haven't owned it for very long and I haven't used it that much. Now the beauty with these drawers also, this here is a replacement drawer. So what I mean by that, I've got a slide out kitchen that goes in here. So just simply slide in and out. So basically what it is, it's a drawer system. It's got the legs similar to what you saw under the table there. You pull it out, pull the legs out, put it down. It's got a big internal drawer in it where you can put your pots and cutlery and so on. It's got a cutlery drawer in it. Surface area of 2 meters, which is more than enough. And there's also a provision to put a tap in it, and you put a bucket underneath with the tap, and it's just a hand pump. So it works great. The Pajeros come with a 3rd seat, so they're a 7-seater. So in the 3rd seat actually hides into a cavity. There's a cavity that's built in. It's under the drawers now. You can't see it there now, and it folds in there. Now those 3rd seats are very easy to remove. They just clip out, and then you've got this large area in there. And with most of the drawers that are out there now, unfortunately what happens when you store your drawers, you lose access to that area. But Drifter have come up with a solution. I'll just unclip this. So they've got like a little, you can see here, to stop it from going out too far so it doesn't fall on you. They've got this latch So I'm going to try to do this one-handed. It's not easy. There we go. See if I can get this. So there you are. So it's got this area cut out at the bottom where you can access that void, and it's the same under the other drawer on the left. Now one last thing I've got in the back here, you see I've got a Enerdrive ePro Plus battery monitor. So I'll show you, I've built, it's for the time being it's going to work, but I've built a battery box made out of timber, and I've got a 120 amp kick-ass AGM battery in there that I've been using, and it's also got a red arc DC charger on it, so I can charge while I'm driving, and also I can use solar panels as I'm driving. I've got 2 sets of solar panels. I've got a solar blanket and the traditional glass top panels. So this monitors how much amperage I use, and it also tells me how many volts the battery is on, etc. It's brilliant. At a loss without that. On the side here, as you can see, there's a 270 degree awning. It's by Drifter, so it uses Australian canvas, best in the world. It's got the poles built in, very easy to set up. Set these up within 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, and it comes right all the way around and covers all this area. Now you can also see at the top here, I've got 3 Pro Racks bars. When I purchased the vehicle, it came with 2, so there was provisions to put another one, so I added a 3rd. Basically, these are fixed mounts on my Pajero, so there are hooks built into it. I don't know if you can see that, but there are hooks built into the roof of the car, and they mount in these 3 positions. They can't be adjusted, so I do own a full steel roof rack. This is one that I picked up from King's 4-Drive Supercentre store down at the Gold Coast store, and I've had this on once, but to be honest, I've found that I've not really had any use for the roof rack. The only biggest advantage I had with the roof rack is I've been able to install my deluxe ensuite. So yes, you heard correct, there is a Drifter ensuite that I also own, and it I'll pop it in here so you can have a look. I don't have access to it right now. I need to find a way to actually mount it on the vehicle without using my full length roof rack. As I said before, the spacings on these are not adjustable, so the width, the mounts on the Drifter ensuite are also not adjustable, so they're too long by about, I think it's about 20 centimeters they're out by. So I'm not sure what to do there, whether I'll get a bar or something made up, I don't know. I got to think of something about that so I can mount my Drifter ensuite. So another upgrade I've done, this one I've actually transferred from an old Ford Drive that I've owned, is the battery box. As I mentioned, I've actually built this battery box myself. So you can see there's a red arc DC charger, that's the 1225D dual, which means it takes it also takes the solar panel input as well. I've got fuses. I've got a fuse box, 10 fuse box around the side there. This thing's brilliant. It's great. I love it. It takes up a bit of room in here. It's rare that I ever get any passengers with me, so it's not really an issue. But eventually I do want to find somewhere where I can mount a battery system that's out of the way. My idea is to mount it inside the at the back under that void where the third seat used to sit. I've also got the MSA, not sure what you call them, the MSA 4x4 accessory pockets that go on the back of your chair. I purchased 2 of them. They're very handy. And last but not least, latest purchase are some Drifter seat covers, canvas seat covers. Drifter recently got into in partnership with Superfit, as you can see. So Australian made seat covers, custom made to fit my Drifter, fit my Pajero, I should say. And another update that I have added is the Gme Radio. I think this is the XRS 370. It's the top of the range. Brilliant radio, lots of features, but to be honest, I don't use all the features. I don't know how to use the features. I basically just mainly listen to it, or talk to convoys as I'm traveling. That's only ever happened once. So that's the inside of my Pajero. Another 2 additions. I've got the HEMA HX1 on the left, and I've got a Garmin. Not sure what that's called. I've had that one for quite a while. It's actually very good. So I tend to use both. Well, I think that's just basically just about covers it all. Tyres are standard. They've still got the original tyres from when I purchased the car. I will show you those before I sign off. Now these are the rear tyres. These are Bridgestones, all terrains. I think they're the, what are they called? I forgot what these are called. They're a light truck, Jeweler ATs. So the standard size 265 70R16s. At the front, I've actually got different tyres. So these are very good quality tyres. So I was surprised to, when I picked up the vehicle, that it had these sets brand new. It's just a shame that they didn't purchase 4 sets. Instead they purchased 2. So these are the BF Goodrich all terrains KO2s. They're brilliant. I'd love to get another 2 tyres to match these to put on the back one day. My Pajero, after I purchased it and opened the glove box, I actually found a engineer's certificate where this has been been modified with the towing capacity and how much I can carry at the back. So, and it's stamped. So it's a Heyman Reese here, and it's actually stamped on here as well by law at the time. It was done at some engineers down in Canberra. So it's rated to tow 300 kilograms with a tow ball weight of 250 kilograms on it. So it's the Heyman Reese has been modified. It's a modified one, so it's got additional attachment points that goes onto the chassis, etc. I'm not sure how they've done that. I don't do any towing, so obviously whoever owned this before himself towed a decent sized van for a while. So it's got beefed up suspension under it. So it's basically, there are Lovell springs and Bilstein shocks. Now the Bilstein shocks are in excellent condition. The Lovell springs at the front and in excellent condition. But the springs at the back were sagging a bit. So I went to the King's factory where they build the springs, and they had a look at the vehicle and they made up a set of springs for me that's compatible with my vehicle, and they did a very good job. And as you can see, there they are. They're those yellow new springs you can see there. So the suspension on this is brilliant. Okay, I think that's it this time. I can't think of anything else. I'm sure if there is, there'll be another addition onto this video, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So thanks for joining me today. I can't wait to upload this on my YouTube. Okay, bye.